staying tuned. Now getting in breaking news of a Pak boat that has been captured in a joint operation that was launched by the Indian Coast Guard as well as the Gujarat ATS. The visuals on your screens of how this Pakistan boat that was captured in a joint operation. Now what we are told that a drug amounting to 50 kg as well, amounting to, beg your pardon, 350 crore rupees of 50 kg has been seized by the Gujarat ATS as well as the Indian Coast Guard. And as you can see, this is exactly the quantity that has been captured by the ATS as well as the Gujarat ATS as well as the Indian Coast Guard, and those are the 6 crew members as well that have been also been taken into custody. We are told that this is in fact the 6th such operation to have happened in last 1 year. So massive operation there. Drug of over 50 kg, heroin of 50 kg amounting to over 300 crore rupees was seized in this joint operation. 6 crew members have been apprehended as well. We'll go across to Priyanka as well for more details. But remember, on 14th of September, 40 kg of heroin worth 200 crore rupees was apprehended from the Pakistan boat. So yes, back-to-back recoveries there taking place. And this operation, of course, having been jointly carried out by the Gujarat ATS as well as the Indian Coast Guard.
We had received a very reliable input from our source that consignment of 350 to 400 kg of heroin would be would originate from Pakistan and would be destined for Sri Lanka, and part of the consignment would come to India. Based on the input that we received, we analyzed that input, and we shared the input with the Indian Navy. They also analyzed the input on their own, and then we exchanged our analysis reports, and then it was decided that Indian Navy would launch an operation in the area where a rendezvous would have taken place. And after a persistent effort made by Indian Navy, they could catch a boat, Iranian boat, with 6 crew members. They could intercept that boat and seized 200 kg of heroin, and they detained 6 Iranians from that boat, and the boat has been brought to Cochin. And those detainees and the boat and other incriminating material have been handed over to us for our investigation.
So this Pakistan boat that was captured along the international maritime boundary line, as you can see, this is the Pakistan boat that was intercepted along with the 6 crew members. We are told 50 kg heroin amounting to over 300 crore rupees was seized by the officials. In fact, significant to note that it is the 6th such operation in last 1 year. Priyanka joining us with more details on this. Priyanka, if you could share with us about the intel that was received when this Pakistan boat was captured in this joint operation.
Well, Samiksha, let me also put this into perspective for our viewers. When it comes to the drug busts that have been taking place, then be it the Gujarat ATS, then be it the Navy as well, because just last week we had seen that Iranian boats as well had been seized by the Indian Navy, and there itself we had seen hundreds of crore of drugs that had been recovered. Now, important to note is the drug busts that have been being carried out by the Gujarat ATS and the ICG in this particular bust of the Al Sakar boat that has been captured by the authorities with the 6 crew members had been carrying heroin on board as well. And over the past few months, as you rightly pointed out, the busts that have been made have been also that of heroin. So the tracking of the heroin narcotics that is being pushed is something that is being investigated into. In fact, the authorities are looking at the bigger nexus when it comes to the heroin smuggling that is being done This usually comes from Afghanistan via Iran, the Bandar Abbas port in Iran. And then, of course, there is involvement of Pakistan as well to make that facilitation and movement of the drugs because of the geographic location of the Pakistani ports as well. Now, that being said, it is also important to note that this time we are seeing that a Pakistani boat has been apprehended. So the authorities are also going to be looking into the fact that whether this boat particularly had something to do with the bigger nexus and the kingpins that they have found out to be sitting in the national capital, in Iran, in Afghanistan and in Pakistan, in Karachi specifically as well. Whether or not this is also a part of that larger nexus is something that is a point of investigation that is going to be carried out, as it was mentioned by the DDG as well, as we just listened to him as well. And apart from that, of course, this is not just one of the smaller busts that have been made. We do see that off the coast of Jakhau, where this boat had been apprehended, as you pointed out, near the IMBL, these people had been posing as fishermen and they were taken into custody, and now the authorities are going to be interrogating them to understand who is the larger kingpin who was facilitating these drugs.
All right, Priyanka, thank you for those updates. We'll closely track all those updates coming in, but the visuals on your screens as well of the 6 crew members that were apprehended along with that park boat that was captured in this joint operation.